Hello there YouTube, Devin here again, and today we have a video of some stuff that I recently have acquired. Well, some of it I've had for a while, but some of it I've recently acquired. And that would be a lot of Swiss stuff. Now, if you don't know anything about me, or if you're pretty new to the channel, you'll know that I really like Swiss stuff. My dad's side of the family, well, his father, so my grandfather, historically came from right on the edge of Württemberg, Germany, and Switzerland. So I actually have family in both Switzerland and Germany. So when the borders and everything were all finalized, so I actually have historic family ties to Switzerland and Germany, as well as Finland and Russia on my mom's side. So here we have some Swiss surplus. I really love Swiss surplus, and I use a lot of it almost every day, and a lot of people don't even realize that I wear a lot of surplus every day, because I'm not wearing a lot of camouflage. I'm not one of those guys who walks around just wearing camouflage all the time. But if you've followed the channel for any amount of time, you know that I really like Swiss stuff, and that I really like wool and leather. Basically, every piece of military field equipment should either be made out of cotton, wool, or leather. I don't care anything else. It's not needed. So, because it got along just fine with those three items for hundreds of years, and then we switched it all to synthetic fibers and crap like that, and it's just not as nice. The quality just isn't there. So I got a few things that I've recently acquired here. Some of these things I've already owned, and I just got new ones because I've seen a resurgence of these on the market. And some of these, I'm just buying other pairs for when I wear them out, even though Swiss stuff hardly ever wears out. But I'm kind of hard on some of it because right now it is pretty cheap, and I try to get as many pairs as I can to last me my full lifetime. So the first thing we'll get into here is these gaiters. Now, the Swiss military used gaiters and ankle boots for a long time, which is my preferred way to wear military boots. I will either wear ankle boots and gaiters, or ankle boots and puttees, or ankle boots and puttees and gaiters, depending on what the temperature's like outside, or the terrain, or what I have to get involved in. I just like the scalableness of it. So you can't really get that with a normal combat boot. A normal combat boot tries to be everything at once, and you're sacrificing temperature regulation and ankle support and other stuff when you can scale it all to your own means with ankle boots and some other additional materials. So these Swiss military gaiters, they're plentiful. The Swiss have made hundreds of thousands of pairs of these. They're everywhere. They're cheap. They're just, I mean, surplus stores have hundreds of pairs of these sometimes. They're made out of the same really thick Swiss leather. Everything is all riveted. It's got triple stitch reinforcements on it. All the buckles are stainless steel, so they won't ever rust. Nothing is here to wear out on these as long as you take care of them and you polish them and stuff like that. You can see some of where my polish is rubbed off on the inside. That's normal. That's going to happen. But for the most part, I really like these because they're flexible leather. They give a lot of support, and they're adjustable, which I really like with all of these overlaps on them. So they're very comfortable. They're very adjustable. They still flex really nice because of the leather they're made out of, which is excellent. So I've got about 8 pairs of these actually because I love them so much. Some are in various stages of decay. Some are brown. These ones just happen to be black. The newest couple pairs that I bought are all black. I have a few brown pairs that are like this though. And I've got some new reproduction pairs actually that are made in like bridal leather that are really thick, that I purposely had built from one of my friends who works leather, that are even thicker and stiffer than these. So we'll get these out of the way now. And we got some I got some Swiss hats too. I got a Swiss World War II kepi. I have a modern Swiss kepi. I have a Swiss like Victorian era kepi. But this is their kind of Cold War style hat, convertible. So it looks like a U.S. like overseas cap for you familiar people with U.S. military. It looks like an overseas cap, but the thing is it's convertible. It has a bill under here that you can fold down if you need to, as well as this whole outer band here can fold down and function as ear flaps and like a scarf / neck warmer type thing. So it's just a very It looks very, very stylish, this hat does, as far as military uniforms go. I think this is very both stylish and functional military cap. Because in its up configuration like this, it looks very formal, but when it's down, it can be a very functional field hat, and you could still wear this under a helmet with relative ease. It's in the awesome swish kind of, they went like the kind of French route. You know how in World War I, France went from navy blue and crimson red to that kind of horizon blue, that kind of gray blue color. Well, they kind of combined that horizon blue color with like German stone gray, like field gray. And they got this kind of green gray wool, which is nice. It's kind of this super awesome wool. It's actually very versatile. It blends in surprisingly well with foliage. So, because I'm one of the few people that does Swiss reenactment, so it actually blends in quite well. This kind of gray-green wool, and they stuck with this kind of wool into the like 80s. Very, very nice hat, very, very comfortable, very, very functional, and with most Swiss stuff, because nobody wants it for some reason, it's brand new. You can still see the red stamp down there that says size 58, which is what I wear. So pretty much brand new, despite this hat being made in, I think when was it made? It might say on it. I think it was like the 60s is when this hat was made. But very, very functional, very, very nice. They have a whole bunch of different types of hats depending on what you like and stuff like that. And I highly recommend the wool if you can get any Swiss wool stuff. Now the last thing we have here is something I wear all the time because it's just the half zip Swiss wool sweater. This is in size 52, so it's a little bit large for me, but it's quite hard to find the size 48s in the United States anymore. I have some of the size 48s, but I'm just starting to wear those out a little bit. They're getting kind of the wool on them's getting kind of frayed on them after, you know, you wash it and everything like that, and just rubbing up against stuff, it tends to kind of amalgamate, and then it's kind of gets puffier because the wool fibers tend to like come loose a little bit, and instead of being if I get it really close to the camera, you see how it kind of pills up like this. It just gets really a lot of those stray strands there, and it just gets real puffy, and then it kind of just starts to disintegrate. So mine are getting there to that point, my 48 ones, and since there isn't very many left, I bought a few 52 ones, which are a little bit large. But I love these because this is like everything you want in a wool sweater. It's that kind of loose knit, so it breathes well. It's got some stretch to it. It's itchy as fuck, which I love. Wool's supposed to be itchy as fuck. You get used to it if you're a man. But I love this sort of stuff, and if I'm probably going to see if I could find some more 48s on any of the European surplus stuff and get some more of those, because these are just a tad too large. If I had a 50, it'd probably be better, but these are just gigantic on me because I'm like a US medium. So, but I just wanted to let you guys know some of the cool stuff that's appearing on the market and some of the everyday uses for Swiss surplus and crap like that, and my preferences and stuff like this. Or if you know anyone else who really likes Swiss stuff, or if you guys have any of this stuff that you would like to leave in the comments, or any recommendations, because probably the most surplus I use every day is actually Swiss, because it's just super nice stuff, and you can get it for relatively cheap, and it's usually not used. A lot of Swiss surplus is unused because they haven't fought a major war with any, they just haven't fought a major war in the like last 200 years really. So all their surplus is usually immaculate, and they design all their stuff to last forever. Everything they do is designed to last forever. So good price, good longevity, quality materials, quality engineering. It's just the best stuff you could buy really for your money. So I just wanted to let you guys know some of that, give you some of my opinions, some of the stuff that I use every day. I'll let you know some of that stuff while I'm waiting to go to work here. So I would have done some more stuff, but I've been having some problems with people stealing my mail. So I've actually lost a few packages. Some people have been stealing stuff in my building, because I live here in an apartment, and sometimes if the mailman's in a hurry, he'll just leave the stuff down by the mailbox, and people have been stealing a lot of packages, because I guess the building manager has had a few packages go missing and stuff like that too. So there's probably, I think he said like 20-25 packages missing in this last week that somebody has stolen. So for various people here in the building. So hopefully if I get that stuff back, I'll do some videos on it for you. Otherwise, it might be a while, because some of that stuff I'm not ever going to find again. So, but I just wanted to give you guys a channel update and stuff like that and how things are going. And I'm sorry the videos have been spaced out. I've actually had time to make them, but I've just been having the stuff get stolen this whole last week. So, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.